Let the hunt begin. For Cosmodon!
I think I keep all these taunts. I wouldn't one-keep the Armadillo, but with a 2-3 curve I think I can. Armadillo is like the strongest card in my deck if it gets going.
Nothing but a bunch of big birds!
Probably just cast into the fray here. Works nicely with my curve. Protects this guy from getting hero powered. Good draw, I would say. Pretty slow turn from the opponent. Maybe that means he's Highlander. Hard to say. These are all kind of yikes, so we'll take another flunky. Wow, can't handle a 2-mana 4/4? What kind of deck are you playing over there, kid? This trade's good against pretty much all of his secrets. Keep all these nice taunt minions in my hand so I can coin out the Armadillo next turn. Sure, pretty strong. Actually lines up pretty well against my Armadillo as well. But I still play the Armadillo, right? Oh wait, it doesn't line up well because it's buffed. Let's go into the fray. Okay. Well, I'm still just gonna double taunt here and use my weapon to kill that, I think. Maybe I'm not double taunting, actually. I kind of want to play the Dread Corsair while I have a weapon, but I do have Corsair Cash to draw my other weapon. Well, let's play this and see what happens. Evasive Draconid's a nice taunt minion. Let's just do this. Then we'll go Evasive Draconid next turn, 2 Morden on 8. Should be set up pretty well for this game. Even if he has Bran here, I'm not in that bad of a spot. Oh, it's actually not even active because of bombs. And he's not Highlander, he's Dragon. I thought with the Evasive Worm, maybe he was some sort of Highlander thing, but maybe Dragon Hunter just plays that card now. Let's see what the secret is. So this is probably going to be explosive. Probably just end this turn with a hero power. Armadillo is the best card I can get, especially with these two in my hand. I'm not showing lethal, but I do have lethal with Corsair Cash. That prevents it though. So I've seen a bunch of different secrets. Pack Tactics is probably pretty likely right now. Could be another freeze, but I doubt it. Let's just see what happens. Oh, another snake, okay. Interesting to play that into my skipper. It's a hell of a card to discover, and a hell of a coin flip to win. Probably just Tomb Warden Shield Slam here if I still have 4 armor at the end of the turn. I don't love AoEing my Tomb Wardens, but it's fine, I guess. Could like bump here and then Blade Storm Shield Slam. Play the Scrap Golem. I guess that's pretty reasonable. Sure, why not? I'm getting kind of low on resources, but all of my resources here are pretty good actually, so I think it's fine. Oh, that's a 7/7. I think I'm down to just play some 5/8s here. I feel like I could have taken a more aggressive line and maybe ended this game a few turns ago. But I think just grinding it out is beneficial for me too. I mean, he has bombs in his deck after all. Didn't attack with his 7/7, which I think is just strictly wrong, isn't it? He's just giving me options on how I want to deal with it.
What a day!
Alright, whatever, let's just do this. Put him into bomb range, and I can just beat him to death with wrench calibers anyway. He dead. Not sure how I'm gonna do against Rogue. Blackjack Stunner is a heck of a card. I don't need the anti-aggro stuff against Rogue. Just try to find Corsair Cache, Ankar. What else would I keep? The Taunt buffers. Very good hand, though. Well, since I drew one of my pirates, I guess I'm happy that I didn't hit the Ankar off the Corsair Cache. Hitting him in the face with the anchor here doesn't set off any of his secrets, right? Next turn could be hit with the weapon, equip a new weapon. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the new weapon is buffed, so yeah, I could do that and then play Dread Corsair. But I think with the Armadillo in my hand, I'll just save the Dread Corsair, let it get buffed a bit. I might still equip the weapon here, though. This could be a Bamboozle, which I wouldn't like that much. It's probably fine. It's kind of a stupid looking 6-drop. I could just Shield Slam it here if I want. I think I like just equipping the weapon. Next turn is... well, I have a lot of options for next turn. Maybe Scrap Golem and just punch his guy, though. Or maybe this is a risky skipper turn? Man, that Peggle's big. Wow, this is so greedy. Okay, it's probably too greedy. I really wanted to just do nothing there and get that sweet buff value on my Taunt Pirate, but I just couldn't justify it. I have plenty of stuff to get buffed with the Armadillo anyway, so I think it's fine. Make sure to trade off the Skipper first, so I don't take any unnecessary damage on my minions. There's still, I guess, a slight chance that he's Highlander Rogue, although I definitely don't think that's one of the more common variations. But if he is Highlander, he has 2 bombs in his deck now, which is nice. Man, I really came out ahead on that little exchange right there. And that's a good draw. Probably hold on to the weapon for now. He doesn't have a secret in play for a blackjack stunner. Okay, not Highlander. Not that I expected him to be. But yeah, no secret in play for a blackjack stunner. So all these giant taunt minions are pretty safe, it looks like. I don't think I want to eat 5 damage from this guy, because even though it doesn't look like I'm getting blackjack stunnered anytime soon, it could happen. I was thinking about armor up shield slamming this, but maybe Risky Skipper plus 2 minions is better. Especially when those minions are huge. I do play into Flick a little bit here. I mean, whatever. I get the armor out of him. I don't think hitting with a weapon makes that much sense here, but maybe it did. Just give him an extra turn to hit that bomb. And I guess if I was expecting him to play Galakrond here, it was pretty good. Bombs are really strong against Galakrond because then he doesn't get a discount. Galakrond into Flick is not what I wanted to see. But I did get a ton of armor out of that, and that's Flick down for this giant Tomb Warden, so maybe it's not too bad. Wow, that's big. I guess I'm shield slamming it though. Oh geez. Why'd it have to be an Edwin Van Cleef? Oh, I can just shield slam the Edwin, but still, this 10-5 is pretty obnoxious. At least Flick is dead. Hopefully he has to take 7 to kill this. I was under the impression that this deck played either Eviscerate or Faceless Corruptor, not both. Apparently I was mistaken. Alright, I'm starting to feel like I need him to hit these bombs if I'm gonna win this game, so... hit him with the Wrench Caliber here. He's got 4 in the deck. Nice. I do have another Wrench Caliber and another Corsair Cache. And I guess Battle Rage to try to draw into those. I have Blastmaster Boom and a Clockwork Goblin as well, so I have a lot of damage left in my deck. But that's if I can draw into it. I've got this Blade Storm sitting in my hand, which really just feels like a terrible card in this matchup. Too many little lackeys. Well, I guess even if Blade Storm's not insane, it's still kind of okay here. Oh, it's very good here. This kills him, right? Wow, that actually came very close to not killing him. I wonder what the odds on a kill there were.
Magni versus Illidan. This ends now for Cosmodon.
Blade Storm against Demon Hunter. It's pretty good against a board of 2/2s. Or 2 health minions. Probably don't keep it though. I've got some really insane stuff like Corsair Cache and Anchor. Risky Skipper's probably a better card anyway as well. Not a turn 1 play though.
Time grows short.
Okay. I can probably play Into the Fray next turn. Can I draw an Armor Smith? Oh, I did actually. Well, do I play Risky Skipper here? Probably, yeah. Gain 2 armor, and then gain at least 4 health by just killing those guys.
All I see is weakness.
Wants to kill Armor Smith over the Skipper. I mean, that's definitely the better play against my hand. So I have a couple lines this turn. I can just Wrench Caliber and do his 4/2, or I can go Into the Fray, Frightened Flunky, trade this off. I'll have a 4/3, which he can just kill on board, but I mean, it's still a nice 4/3, and then I buff this thing for next turn. That seems better.
This place is scary.
Take the Frostwolf Grunt because the other guys were pretty expensive. And the Grunt after the Armadillo is a 2-mana 4/4, so that's pretty solid. So his most likely turn 4 play is probably the Fell Screamer, which gets really eaten up by this guy.
Demons.
But there's all kinds of stuff that Demon Hunter could do on this turn, potentially. Wow, sick turn, bro. I think I just pass here. Hold on to all these taunt minions to be buffed by the Dillo. Oh god, he plays Ooze? Well, whatever. He really just chose not to play Ooze last turn. I mean, I guess I am Warrior, so he knows I'm playing Corsair Cache. I guess it's not unreasonable. Look at this beautiful 5/12. This thing can remove a Priestess of Fury, actually. Might want to hold it for that. Next turn can be Ankar, Dread Corsair, Frostwolf Grat. Wow, he's going to take a lot of damage from my taunt here, it looks like. I think the right play might be eat 18 damage here. Decided to trade off the ooze instead, though. I guess that's fair when he knows I'm playing bomb stuff. Feeling pretty comfortable behind these taunts. Man, it's a bummer I didn't hit with that Wrench Caliber the turn I played it. Whatever, I'll just play this for tempo. What's he gonna do about it? Altruist, I guess. But if he Altruist is here, it gains me 3 armor. Not terrible, I guess. That could be the start of something terrifying.
Those without eyes truly see.
Okay, no Altruist.
They will never catch me.
Oh, he did get to pick the card he drew here. Okay, I-beam, sure.
You possess true.
Looks like he's dead. Wow, even if he wasn't dead, I could draw 5 cards with Battle Rage here. After playing 18 games with this deck, I ended up with a 44% win rate, which is obviously below what I was hoping for. I think the major problem with this deck is that it just doesn't really scam people hard enough. Like, yeah, if you draw your Into the Fray and your Armadillo guy, you can buff up your guys and they're pretty big and they're hard to remove. But a lot of decks can eventually just get through because they do such degenerate, overpowered things, and this deck just doesn't really stand up to it. I also think compared to most warrior decks, this one doesn't abuse Risky Skipper hard enough, so that's another issue with it. I think tomorrow I'm going to try a Highlander version of this deck, so that I can scam people with Zephrys and Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Because I don't think we really lose that much going Highlander. We lose 1 copy of Into the Fray, but Armadillo is only a 1-of anyway. And it doesn't really matter that much which taunts we're buffing. Buffing any taunt is pretty reasonable. So maybe Highlander is the way to go. Before closing out, I do just want to mention that in my experience, Bladestorm felt like a completely garbage card. I'm like actually amazed at how bad this card felt in almost every game where I played it. There's just so much random crap on everybody's board. It just doesn't clear like you expect that it should. And even against Priest, there were like boards where they had Disciple of Galakrond, so my Bladestorm was useless. Like, wow, this card... I was actually impressed by how bad of a card Bladestorm was in all 18 of my games.